Peace and love, everyone. Sending you all positive energy, high vibrations, success on your entrepreneurship, all love, all positivity. Today, I'm going to be speaking about 4 important gods and goddesses. And Kemet, divine king, was nothing without his queen. Okay, and that was the ancient idea of Kemet. Okay, they went by the two principles of the divine masculine and divine feminine to be two whole completes. Okay, so basically, the divine feminine and divine masculine were wholes when they connected together. And in Kemet, the knowledge of African spirituality was based on the divine masculine and the divine feminine for balance throughout the civilization. Okay, so for an example, we have a Asar that was the divine father. Okay, we had to ascend to Asar. Okay, basically meaning we had to move out of our lower Ka, okay, and elevate to our higher Ka. Okay, and Asar, he helped the netters, also known as pharaohs. He helped the men to nourish the bodies of the dead souls. Okay. Also, he helped them with being righteous. Okay, and he helped them to know to protect the queens. Okay. Also, a Set. She deal with agriculture, magical herbs and spices. Okay. Also, nourishing. She helped the women. Okay, so Kemet was based upon divine masculine and divine feminine energy to balance the earth properly. Okay, if we're not in balance, things will be disrupted, and that's what they basically was teaching and practicing all throughout Kemet. So each Kemet god had a divine counterpart. So, for an example, Nut and Gad, they symbolize the union of heaven and earth. Okay, so we'll see pictures of Gad, and he'll be laying flat down sometime like he's on the ground. Okay, and he is the color green. He also was seen as with a snake or either a goose. Okay, so they say the green is also for death and rebirth. Okay, and it's also symbolic to vegetarian, green, plant life. Okay, because we all do have the understanding, once we eat vegetables, we vibrate on a higher frequency than when we eat meat. So it was just a high level of consciousness, higher vibration when we do eat just vegetables. Okay, because we have carbon in our body, and carbon is coexistent to plants more than meat. Okay, so that's why they studied that, and researchers did studies between the actual people that eat meat and the people that just only eat vegetarian. And in studies in China and also African spirituality, it was found that plants are more high vibrating than meat. Okay, so this was just something that was done, and that's what Gad was symbolic to. Okay, it was also known as when Gad laughed, he created thunder. Okay, he wore also a white crown. Okay, and he symbolized purification, death and rebirth. Okay, snake power, father of the snakes. Okay, so then we had his divine counterpart was Nut. Okay, so when you see Newt, she is symbolic to the sky. Okay, also known as the cosmos. So in her picture, she was seen as a blue, like a dark blue with stars in her body. Okay, and she would be arching over the sky. So she was known as the mother of the sky, fertility, astrology, okay, connection with cosmos, constellation, okay, and she was symbolic to the sky goddess, okay. So she was known as very magical, okay, and also judgment. So then we had Dahuti, okay, and we had Senet. Now Dahuti was the ancient gods, master of masters, one of the oldest actual ancient gods, and he was symbolic to writing, astronomy, language, hieroglyphics, science, geometry. He created that. So he was the founder of the key to the ancient occult wisdom. He held the key. Okay, Dahuti. And they also call him Thoth. Also, it was another Hermes. Okay, same individual. And I did a video on actual Dahuti. Okay, so they have African names and they have Greek names. But like I tell you all, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to continue to say this knowledge is to be unified together, not for us to be separated, for us to take all the knowledge in and help each other vibrate on a high frequency of love and to unite and to come together. Okay, it's not for us to be separated anymore. It's all about unity and divine oneness and love amongst the planet. Okay, and that's what will bring peace throughout humanity. So Senet, she was known as helping laying the foundation of the houses, okay? And then she also sang with the 7-point star, okay? And that was the source of creation of all, okay? She was known as the mistress of architect. Also, she was known for writing deeds, okay? Because Dahuti was her divine counterpart. So she actually wrote the deeds of the kings. Like, she was the creator of writing the deeds for the kings, okay? She wears also 2 horns on her head, okay? She was found to be inventing the handwriting. So she was very magical as well, okay? So basically, like, in Kemet, they both, divine masculine and feminine, had their certain roles, and they helped each other throughout Kemet to keep balance. Okay, so always be familiar with that. We always have the masculine and the feminine energy, and that's what creation was also based upon. Like, for an example, when we do astrology and we start doing our ascendant and descendant signs, like my twin flame, he was a Leo, okay, and I was an Aquarius. Okay, so he was known to be my dark side, okay, my descendant. And come to find out, that's when we have a powerful creation, is when we mix complete opposites, because he was known to be my opposite, okay. So my ascendant was Aquarius, and he was my descendant, okay, and that's symbolic to the dark side, okay, the side that we need to work on. So always be familiar with that. And that's at the core of creation, is basically like the sun and the moon. Okay, because we have duality. Okay, tools and everything. And in creation, we have the sun. And that's known as the divine masculine. And that's the light, the life energy. Okay, the source of power, the source of life. Okay, will be the sun and the masculine. And then we have the feminine energy. Okay, she's the moon, she's the darkness. Okay, And when we have the